What's up, guys? This is my first video about Consoleport for World of Warcraft hardcore play. I'm basically playing it on my iPhone with Backbone attached, so it's a handheld device now, and it's handheld version of World of Warcraft, much like Diablo 2 Resurrected on Switch, I'll say. So let's get started. So Consoleport is amazing to turn this MMO to a controller game, but there's still some settings you need to look at. So first of all, that's very important. You go to your menu and come to controls, and then you go to the settings. Let's see, settings. Then you go to here, interact. Here, and the first one, enable interact key. I think by default it was turned off. You have to turn it on, say always. What that means, it's when you go back to your key binding here, you will see a key here. Let me just bring it up. Primary action bars down here, what's called interact with target, and now it's a LTB. What it does is actually when you hold that key, when you get to an object, in-game object, like let's say herbs, mines, and quest items, NPCs, it works as a right click or opens up some menus, whatever. So it's very important and it's very useful. Otherwise, you still have to use your mouse or touch screen on iPhone to do the job. And the second thing is this target scan enemy hold. Even though you can see I actually assigned this LTX button to do it, but it really not working because you have to hold it. And I mean, this game is pretty dynamic. When you're actually walking around and doing a lot of stuff, running around, it's difficult to hold, especially when you have like several mobs and you have to switch target. So I basically use a mark-on, just target enemy. It's almost like a tab key on the keyboard. Then I can switch between all the enemies, and that works pretty fine. So, and then the other thing which I think is important here, or maybe useful, is the rings. So in the rings, I have a default rings, and you can see here, you just need to come here and select like all the normal spells, abilities you want to put in the rings, so or items. So for example here, I have all my potions here, and I mean it's just easy to use them. And you can also have your macrons. For example, I have some macrons here, up here, which applies, you can see, poisonous on my weapon. That's what I do. And by default, and I don't think you can turn it off, every time you get a quest item, it will show here. So you can see here I have a quest item. Even though I'm not going to use it, it still shows here. And I tried to remove it with this minus button, but it never worked. But never mind, because when I turn the quest in, it disappears. Then it's okay. Yeah. So in order to make the process smooth, I actually made a new rinse called character management. Here are actually all the macros I used, you can see. So by using this one, I open my bag and the character panel, and then this one for talent and spell, and even for Consoleport menu, because I think this is a kind of quick access to some of the stuff I want to use. Even though I have my bags on the other assigned to another button, I'm still using it quite often. It's because, like here, if you want to bring up menu, you have to press the menu button. For some reason, the system is not working with the menu button on my controller. So if I press menu, then nothing happen. So I actually have to assign a menu button, which is Y button here, and it comes up here. Then I have to go all the way navigating to where I want, like character info, inventory, stuff like that. And it's kind of slow, you can see, right? And so what I'm doing here is I call my character manager ring, and I just like, circling around so I can get everything I want. This is pretty neat, right? So I can see, okay, I want to look at my talent. So it works pretty well. So I just turn it off. Oh, but I did try some macros, but maps, if you want to call world map, the macro not working because I just kind of find out how I can close it. So with that, we said let's see how the gameplay is. So you can see I'm in Stone Tailor Mountain, and yeah, I have some quests showing on my mini map. I'm just gonna go here, and I say when you get close enough to the NPC, you see it automatically shows the interaction icon, so I can say, okay, I'm gonna talk to her, and yes, there's a quest, and just gonna say okay. Oh, my quest log's full. So that's how it is, right? You get an idea. So vendoring is the same thing. I just go into a vendor here, for example, and yeah, right click, and I say, oh, if I want to buy anything, and it's basically you can use B button. A button is like left click, and a B button is right click in this case, so you can sell anything you want. So, but I'm not going to sell anything because I don't have anything to sell. So let's go, and we can try to kill some mobs. So we're just gonna go. Yeah, and I do have to say you need to use a lot of macros to do the job. So GSE macron add-on is a good thing to use, and yeah, it's pretty neat. So let's see how it works. So yeah, I'm coming here. Then, and since it's hardcore, I try to grind levels, so only kill mobs maybe 2 levels lower me, and maybe same level yellow mobs. I just try not to be too risky. And yeah, for a rogue, it's actually pretty nice. The only thing it's not really working is the is distraction button. I mean, because I don't have anything to control where it goes. I can only go that much. If you touch a screen, it turns it. So I don't have a button to control the how far I can go, but still I can. Yeah. So let's go and just find another. Oh, you see, this is glitched, but that's just how it is. It's a control part. It's third party. So yeah, let's go. Let's see if I can find anything to kill. Maybe I need to go down here to turn in the quest. I know there's a lot of spiders there, and that's maybe where I should go. Oh, all the spiders gone. That's one. Let me turn in the quest. So see here, I'm going to the NPC physics, and then I just say complete quest, and say accept quest. It goes okay. So I use my target enemy button, and I find this spider here. I'm going to. You see, it's just kind of. So I just keep spamming the button, and it gets done. Then I come here. I know it's gonna spawn 2 small spiders, but I don't care. So open it. Yeah, then just I don't know how difficult is it. So yeah, that's it. And this is on my iPhone gameplay. So the screen is kind of small, and especially when I want to type. The only I will say the only problem with Consoleport on iPhone is actually you cannot type. You can't talk to other players. Well, you still can, but it's very difficult because then you have to use the what you call it, iPhone keyboard. That takes half of the screen. You won't see anything, and it's just no convenience. So the next project I'm actually doing is I'm trying to see if I can um, get my iPad to work. It takes a little bit because the Backbone doesn't support iPad. So I'm actually 3D printing an iPad holder for Backbone. So I hope it will work. I do concern a little bit about the battery because then I have to have a USB-C to Lightning cable. Then that means I cannot charge my iPad while I'm playing. So I don't know the battery lifetime. So I can keep looking on it. I'm still 3D printing it. The holder is kind of big, large in a way. It takes about 40 hours to print, but I'll give it an update when I have it. So yeah, that's just how it is, and you can see it's pretty fun. Well, I have to point out another thing is I do have a hunter which is level 27, and actually I think the game experience wise, mainly characters are a lot of fun than ranged, at least than hunter, because hunter is kind of slow. And here you can see I'm actually basically running to the face of a mob and just slice it down into pieces. It feels a lot like a hack and smash game to me, and it feels good. So yeah, tell me what do you guys think, and I can give some updates, maybe regarding my macros or stuff like that. So yes, peace out.